Hey, Yankees fans, I hope you're having a wonderful day today. Seriously, I hope it's been a good one. Let me know down in the comments how your day is going. I would love to see how you guys are doing. Thank you guys so much for clicking on the video. The Yankees just made, I think, an interesting move. Does it mean anything? Not really, but some of you might be confused as to how the Yankees made this move. So, first things first, the Yankees just claimed somebody off waivers. Outfielder Bryan De La Cruz from the Atlanta Braves. Now, De La Cruz last year had a mediocre season. He split time between the Marlins and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Last year for both teams, 21 home runs, 68 RBI, 233 average, 654 OPS. Is it the best year? No, but the guy has some pop. In 2023, he hit 19 home runs. In 22, he hit 13. He's got some pop. Now, De La Cruz, in order for the Yankees to claim somebody off waivers, they have to put this person on the 40-man roster. So how do you do that? You have to take somebody off of said 40-man roster. And there are a few ways that you could be able to do such a thing. You either cut somebody and put that guy through waivers, or you take a player who is on the IL and you move him to the 60-day IL, thus opening a spot on the 40-man. And that's what the Yankees did. They moved Giancarlo Stanton to the 60-day IL. Now, some of you might be confused and think that, oh no, Giancarlo, he won't be back anytime soon. That puts him return date to July. No, it doesn't. What's going to happen? Giancarlo's been on the IL since the season began. What they do when you put a player on the 60 from the 10, right? And the Yankees have just been placing Giancarlo. When his 10 days are up, they put him on the IL again. It's just, they keep doing it. So when you're moving a guy from the 10 to the 60, what ends up happening is his previous IL stints, so let's just say 30 days, right? Because all of April, 30 days. So Giancarlo was in the IL for a total of 30 days. That will be applied to his 60-day IL stint. So he won't have to stay on the IL for 60 days, just stay on for 30, and his projected return is in June. So Giancarlo is still on schedule. If I completely butchered that IL explanation, I apologize. Leave a comment down below if I said that correctly. But that's how the New York Yankees made room for Bryan De La Cruz, and it does not affect Giancarlo's status whatsoever. Once when Giancarlo comes back, maybe the Yankees just DFA De La Cruz. They could very well do that. But this year, De La Cruz, there's a reason why Atlanta waived him. He's hitting 191, no home runs, a 240 on base percentage, 453 OPS, 28 OPS plus. Just not having a good year. Thus, Atlanta said adios, amigo, you're gone. So, De La Cruz, a nice talent. That's what he is, right? We have some other depth down there in the minor leagues. Everson Pereira is one of them. I think he would get the call before De La Cruz. The one guy, though, that if you were to move somebody to the 40-man, why didn't you move Ismael Mungia, who had a really good spring training for the Yankees, who's down there in Scranton for us? A left-handed bat. De La Cruz is a right-handed bat. So maybe De La Cruz, obviously, he proved that he could do it up here at the major league level. Not all that successful, but last year, he did pop 21 home runs. So the Yankees are probably just saying, hey, let's just add some more depth to our organization. Let's send him down to Scranton, and if we want him, we could go get him. But you have Mungia down there. You have Everson Pereira down there. And in Mungia, you have to move him to the 40-man roster, but you had to do that for De La Cruz. So if they think that Mungia should be on the major league roster, as I said, you could just DFA De La Cruz. Not a big deal. But let me know what you guys think about the De La Cruz move down in the comments. I just think they went and they got an okay ball player who could see time with the Yankees, but he may not. Now, we have to talk about Aaron Judge. I feel like I'm talking about him every single video, but what he's doing is unprecedented. He had the month is over. April's over. We're in May right now. And his month of April, he hit 427. He hit 427. 262 OPS plus 1282 OPS. Listen, those numbers are ridiculous in and of itself. But is 10 home runs in a month ridiculous? What is he on pace to hit 60? Aaron Judge hitting 427 is the most absurd thing that I've heard in quite some time in baseball. It's absurd. 427? This guy, 427? Anybody, 427? I said it in a video the other day. He's going to end up hitting 350. You can't expect him to sustain 427. But he might hit 350 to end the year. Now, Aaron Judge has a higher WAR than I think 6 major league teams. He has a higher WAR than the Baltimore Orioles. That's insane. It's crazy the month he had. But it goes to show you how great of a player he is. Aaron Judge's career batting average is 292. 292? I remember when he had a career average of like 275. It's 292 now. I mean, hitting over 300 in 2022, hitting 322 last year. And now this year, 427. I guess that's going to help your batting average a lot. But the kind of year that this man is having, we haven't seen it in quite some time. I don't think we've ever seen it, truthfully. I really don't, at least in our lifetimes. I mean, I know Mickey Mantle was a tremendous baseball player, and Mickey was awesome. He hit 50 home runs 3 times over the course of his career. I think Mickey, if his health was better, he could have hit 600, 700 home runs. Mickey was incredible. I look at his numbers all the time. My dad tells me Mickey Mantle stories. Maybe I'll bring him on one day on a live stream in the future. Once when I get back to doing those, and he could talk about Mickey Mantle because he has some really great Mantle stories. But basically, since Mickey, we haven't seen really anything like what Aaron Judge is doing. We haven't. I mean, Mickey, what? In 1956, hit 52 home runs. 1961, hit 54. All right, Mickey hit 50 home runs twice. I thought he did it 3 times, but I guess he did it twice. Judge has done it 3 times. It's just incredible. Incredible the things that Judge is doing. And you're always hearing Aaron Judge's name alongside Mickey Mantle, alongside Joe DiMaggio. Judge is going to go down as one of the greatest Yankees to ever play the game of baseball. He will. He just needs that one obvious thing. That's a World Series ring. He needs a few of them. And I'm not saying that has an effect on his reputation and how he'll go down as a Yankee. But selfishly, I would love for Aaron Judge to have like 10 World Series rings. His Yankee contract isn't even that long. He's got what, including this season, 7 years? I would love for him to get 7 championships. That's my dream for Aaron Judge. That's probably your dream for Aaron Judge. Will it happen? Probably not. But I would love for him to at least get a couple. Man, I really would. That would really cement his legacy as a New York Yankee. But as I said, what Aaron Judge is doing, we haven't seen it in quite some time. Some of you probably watched Mickey Mantle. As I said, I did not. I'm way too young for that, for him. And he's, if there's one player that I wish I got to see, it's him. It's Mickey Mantle, not Babe Ruth. And Babe Ruth was a tremendous baseball player. He's the greatest to ever play. But Mickey Mantle is a guy that I would have loved to see play. Loved to watch him play. So if you've seen him play, congratulations. That's awesome. I'm happy for you. But listen, let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Bryan De La Cruz, are you happy about that move? Do you even care? It's whatever. It's fine. But moving Giancarlo to the 60-day IL might have confused you, so I wanted to update you on that, on how that all went. And it doesn't mean that Giancarlo was going to be out until July. No, that projected June return date is still in effect. It's still in play. This doesn't do anything. All this does is just open up a spot on the 40-man roster for Bryan De La Cruz. That's it. So I want to know what you guys have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Take care.